So we are going to be continuing from where we stopped. So let's check out the next instruction. It says plot a graph of t squared on the vertical axis and h on the horizontal axis. Determine the slope s of the graph. Evaluate k is equal to s over q. Where, okay, let's do this. It says evaluate k is equal to s all over what, q, and it now says where q is equal to 2 all over 25 d square. I'm not saying they will repeat this evaluation. Take note. So we have this on the board. So of course you know that s is your slope. You know how to find slope. Slope is simply the change in the vertical axis all over the change in the horizontal axis. Okay, when you divide, so we are able to find the change. Okay, that means for the horizontal axis, the up, once you have drawn your right angle triangle on your line of best fit, okay, the up minus the down, then for the horizontal, the right minus what, the left hand side. So if you have this on the board, you have your slope, and then q is given to be 2 over 25 d square. You know that we have d to be what, 0.5. So you are going to be substituting 0.5 here, 0.8 here. You square, remember to square. So once you square it, you use your calculator. 2 all over 25 open bracket, it becomes this. You have q is equal to 2 all over what, 25 into 0.8 squared. Okay, remember d is this. All right, so you get an answer. So whatever you get here, you substitute here. You will find your slope from your graph. Whatever you have in your slope, you substitute here, and the slope divided by what you have here, q, gives you your k. Okay, the evaluated. And then you'll be asked to state two precautions. You'll be asked to state two precautions. One of the simplest precautions that I expect you to be able to state: I avoided error due to parallax. Don't stop there. If you stop there, you will get it. You will not be getting that answer. Yes, the examiner will not mark it. Okay, so I avoided error due to parallax while reading the meter rule. Where did you avoid the error of parallax? You have to mention the apparatus. You have to mention the instrument. If you don't mention it, you would be marked down. Okay, so please, so you will do well to mention the apparatus. So don't just say I avoided error due to parallax. No, you say I avoided error due to parallax while taking reading on the meter rule. I avoided error due to parallax while taking reading from the stopwatch. Okay, and another precaution you could also state is I avoided drought. Okay, drought. Okay, yes. Another precaution that is easy, I think that's the two precautions that's easy for this experiment. Okay, there are other good precautions, but I think these are the two simplest precaution. And another one is you ensured what's that precaution, what is it, this is really, I ensured smooth and regular oscillation in horizontal plane. So I don't know if you would like that. So I think the first two I mentioned is okay. Okay, just state it well. Avoided error due to parallax while taking reading on the meter rule. I avoided error due to parallax while taking reading on the stopwatch. And the third one, I avoided drought. Okay, and there's another one, ensured repeated reading, but you don't state this if you didn't repeat your readings. So if you are to state I ensure repeated reading, make sure you have repeated reading on your table of evaluation. If you don't and you state it as a precaution, you'll be marked down. Okay, so you can say this: I just did my time one time. What do you have on the board? If you did repeated it, it means you are going to be taking time two times. I mean, you have T1 T2, and then at the end of the day you find the average, that is T1 plus T2 divided by 2. Okay, if you did that, then you can state that as a precaution: I ensured repeated reading. But if you did not repeat your reading, don't state it as a precaution. So, like what we have on the board, this is the table of evaluation. I want to do a breakdown of how the marks are allocated so that you don't joke with your exams. Yes. Okay. Now, mostly for table of evaluation. For table of evaluation, okay, that's this table you are seeing. You can see this. The height is increasing. Okay, you can see the height. As the height is increasing, it is expected that the time is increasing. Increasing. So if you are doing an experiment and you get to find out that the reading is not flowing, like it's not following any trend, it means there's something wrong in the middle. Okay, so you can see that as the height is increasing, the time of oscillation is is increasing. So it means if the thing is swapped, maybe they decide to swap it, like it's not going to be increasing your time. They start from highest to lowest. What does it mean? It means as the height is decreasing, the time should be decreasing. That should be the trend. Okay, so now in physics practical table of evaluation, what you have on the board, if you have everything correct on the board, you'll be given 1 mark for complete table. If you have complete table, you earn 1 mark for this. That means you are able to show h, d, t squared. You have 1 mark. Then for the table of evaluation, for everything you are seeing on the board here, you have 8 marks. Okay, then if you are able to record your CG, you remember that one I said you will find CG, you are able to record it. Okay, let me say my experiment, I was able to get 50. Don't record 50. Don't record 50. Record it in 2 dps. That means I will be recording 50.00 centimeter as my CG. If you are able to do this, you earn 2 marks. If you are able to plot your graph, that's properly everything, the graph, I said the table of evaluation, you have 8 marks. Okay, maybe you plus this CG, if you are able to state it, sometimes they might add 2 marks, it becomes 10 marks. Then we have the graph 5 marks. That's your title, you have half mark for the vertical, half mark for the horizontal. If you are able to plot the points correctly, you earn 3 marks or 2 marks, depending on how they want to share it. Okay, then if you are if your scale is good, okay, so we have, for graph, we have what we call the axis, the scale, the plots, points correctly plotted, and then we have line of best fit. I talked about line of best fit in my last video. Okay, so if you are plotting a graph, maybe you have 3 points on the line. Okay, out of 5 points, 1 should be on this side, 1 should be on the other side. So if you have 2 points on the line, just two of the other points should be on this side and 1 should be on the other side. Okay, not all the points outside the line should be one-sided. No. Okay, you have to balance it to get the line of best fit. So you earn marks. So the graph is 5 marks, and then we have slope. Slope is 2 marks. You have slope for 2 marks, and then you'll be asked evaluation, 1 mark, and then we have what we call BI, evaluation. Okay, another one, BI, 2 marks, 2 marks. Okay, usually. So if you sum everything, you have 25 marks all together. 25 marks. Sorry, I forgot precaution. Precaution is 2 marks. Precaution is 2 marks. I'm still Bukola Joseph, the physics enthusiast. If you enjoyed this video and you feel it's going to help somebody writing WAEC, especially this year, please share, comment, ask question. I'll be here to answer whatever question you have. Bye.